Hi friends, let's read Peppa Goes to Scotland. One day, Peppa, George, Mommy and Daddy Pig set off for Scotland in their camper van. It was a long journey and Peppa sang all the way. We are going to the Scotland, we are going to the Scotland in our camper van. Soon Satnav started singing along as well. We are going to Scotland. Until finally, we have arrived in Scotland, announced the Satnav. Hooray! Cheered Peppa and George. Look, Daddy, said Peppa, pointing to top of a hill. There is a castle. Shall we go and see it? Asked Daddy Pig. Yes, said Peppa and George. They could not wait to explore. Yes, said Mommy Pig. She could not wait to get out of the camper van. At the entrance to the castle, Peppa and her family met Mr. Magstag. Welcome to best castle in Scotland, he said proudly. I, Mr. Magstag, will show you around. But first you must wear these. Mr. Magstag held up some kilts. I love my kilt, said Peppa. How is your Daddy? It's a little drafty, said Daddy Pig. Mr. Magstag showed them round the castle. He took them to the throne room and up a secret staircase. Ooh, woo, called Peppa, listening for her echo. Ooh, woo, her echo replied. Then Mr. Magstag told them about a mysterious creature that was said to live in the loch nearby. But no one knows if it is real or a made-up story, he said. Monster! Roar! Yelled George. Thank you for showing us the best castle in Scotland, said Peppa as they waved goodbye to Mr. Magstag. Monster! Now! Asked George. We will look for Monster tomorrow, George, said Mommy Pig. It's time for bed now. Luckily, George was just as excited about sleeping in the camper van. Yippee! The next morning, Peppa and her family sailed out on the loch with their guide, Miss Rabbit. Is the monster real? Asked Peppa. No one's seen it in all my years working here, said Miss Rabbit. Look, gasped Daddy Pig. There is the monster. That's just a branch, Daddy, said Peppa. Oh yes, said Daddy Pig, a little embarrassed. Peppa pointed to the other end of the lodge. But that looks like the monster, she said. Okay, said Miss Rabbit. I will take us over there. Hold on tight, everyone. Miss Rabbit zoomed the boat over to the other side of the loch. But when they got closer, Peppa realized she had not seen the monster, just some rocks poking out of the water. Oh, she sighed. Is that it over there? Asked Mommy Pig, pointing back to the far side of the lake. Miss Rabbit turned the boat round and zoomed back the way they come. But when they got there, all they could see were a few plants in the water. Oh, said Mommy Pig. Soon Miss Rabbit was zooming the boat round and round in circles all over the lodge. There is it, I'm sure of it. No, there isn't. It's definitely over there. I think we should head back now, said Miss Rabbit. We are all getting a bit dizzy. Miss Rabbit started to turn the boat around. As she did so, George, who had been sitting quietly the whole time, suddenly spotted something behind them. Monster! Called George as loudly as he could. Monster! Roar! But everyone was too tired to look round. We have stopped looking now, George, said Mommy Pig. I don't think there is a monster here after all. All the way back to shore, George had lots of fun talking to the monster, who was following along behind them. No one else noticed a thing. Roar! Said George. Roar! 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 When Miss Rabbit docked the boat, everyone stepped out onto the jetty. George waved goodbye to the monster. Who are you waving at, George? Asked Mommy Pig. Monster friend, said George, jumping up and down. Everyone looked over and saw the monster. Shiver me timbers, gasped Miss Rabbit. I did not think it existed. Wow, gasped Peppa, Daddy and Mommy Pig. Just then the monster dived down into the water and made a huge splash. Everybody got soaked. Everyone was very wet, but they were all very happy. Not only had they seen the monster, it had also made them lots of mighty puddles, cheered Peppa, jumping up and down. Peppa and George love Scotland. Scottish muddy puddles are the best.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to Storytime with Sonia Panda to listen to more stories with me. Take care, friends.